Hello everyone and welcome to today's Scrum stream where I play random games for your own pleasure. Hi Neo. I messed up with the spawns. There's another spawn here to make up for my previous. Anyway, today we're going to be going through one of my childhood favorites, Super Mario Bros. 3. I love this game. I grew up playing this game and I've beaten it several amount of times, which is a good amount of times if you ask me. We're going to be going through the NES because I am playing on my... I don't know if you can see it. No, you can. NES Classic. There you go. That's my thing. So I'm not going to be playing it on the Switch. That way I can play with an older controller. I know that this is not the original controller for that, but this is much more ergonometric than the other one. That's fine. Show off. That's nice. Yeah. Super show off. I'm actually very happy. I also have the Super NES Mini here. I've actually used them to play games on stream before because it's a much nicer way to play than with the whole of the Switch overlays and everything. Well, that being said, we're going to be probably going through the entirety of the games today. So I hope that you have fun as we... Yeah. Before we get started, I'm stealing off retro consoles. I don't have that many retro consoles. Before we get started, let me say hi to those of you in chat, which at the moment is Gustav Penguin, Uranium 18 Femboy Lover, Raptor, Pika Wishstar. I'm quite a few people today. Little Potato.
Sammy, you are wrecking the car.
And Neo, I think. Oh, and Katakru as well. Damn, we have a fairly full lobby today. Amazing. Thank you everyone for being here early and for your continued support. Let's get started. Yeah, quick reminder to redeem your requests. Also, Penguin, thank you very much for the 60 Penguin stream streak. I know that you're not here, but I'm still gonna thank you anyway. It will be saved in the vault. Has anyone here outside of Neo played this game before? Because this for me is essentially like I grew up playing this game and Mario 3. Oh, sorry, Mario World. These two are like my childhood games. I know that I usually play Mario World more, but this one is maybe not as bread and buttery as Mario World, but close enough. He's also not like you. I'm only 30 years young, man. I'm basically a baby. I'm not going to be speed running through the game, but I'm also not going to be playing slowly. This is going to be like an in-between where I'm not going to be doing all of the secrets and all of the side paths and showing everything on stream, but I'm also not going to be speed running through the thing. Because that's not the kind of player that I am. I would like to reach 99 lives. I don't know if I've ever reached 99 lives playing this game. It requires a little bit of grinding. This is the same as here. Oh, so you have actually a fair difference between with him. Yeah. Now, this Mario is such an improvement, such a heavy stark improvement from the original one. The original Mario is, for the lack of a better word, old. It's very old. And it has aged accordingly. And it makes sense. The time and advancements that they had made between one game and the other is extraordinary. For starters, you get the ability to fly. Which has become a mainstay one way or another. It actually handles well, and I would say that from Mario 3 onwards, the physics, like they kind of found their footing with the physics, which they hadn't found before. And oh, come on, I messed up. There we go. They found their footing with the physics and kind of changed how the entire game is played as a result. I'm getting it. This one is actually easy to emulate. Now, quick secret: if you come to this one over here, ideally you might want to kill the enemies, and it will make it easier for you. If you come to this yellow one and then you crouch, sorry, white one, and then you crouch. All right, isn't it here? Yeah, it is here. I'm selling me terrain. There we go. You fall behind the stage. And you go behind everything. Which allows you to come here. One toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. And then you get the first warp whistle. We're not gonna use warp whistles, this is a proper playthrough. But this is actually a very random hint that I have no idea how my parents knew about. You're no longer a top dictator. I saw that you mentioned that. It's okay. As long as I am still considered a dictator, I'm okay with it. Also, in this playthrough, we're going to be going through all of the levels. I'm not going to skip any. Even the harder ones that I might struggle with, we'll get them one way or another. Especially the ones that are in like World 5 or World 8. But as you can see, like a well-oiled machine, like that's how I handle this game. As a non-football appreciator, I have no idea what the context is on the whole tyranny thing, but you know, I'm sure that you're funny. I have zero context as to why Mbappe would be a dictator. Look at that guy. Those are like the worst enemies in the entirety of this game. And whilst that might not necessarily be true, I hate all sort of bros type enemy. Hammer bros, fire bros, boomerang bros. Is there any other type of bro? Oh, it doesn't matter, I hit them all. There are a total of 3 flutes, and if you get all 3 of them, you can actually travel. Oh, well, oh no, I can still get it. There are a total of 3 flutes in this game. The warp flutes. The second one is actually found in this level, so you can actually skip all the way to level 8 by playing this level, the one level 3, and you know, going through here. Oh, so you're watching the World Cup? Nah, I don't care about football. And boom, you get the second warp whistle. I hope the nerd loses. I don't care. I don't think I've ever been... I've always been very outspoken about how much I dislike football. So I don't think it's a bad sport, but I don't think that it's a fun sport to spectate. And I think it's completely overhyped as a result. I think that there are much better sports out there to watch. No. Ah, well, whatever. I think that the best sport to watch is something fast, and football does have this. But I like sports that have a point-based system that actually has any sort of meaning. Because in football, you can have the best stats in the world. They can have like 99% ball control through the entirety of the game and still lose. And that to me is a massive deterrent towards liking the sport. I think that in sports that have many points and are fast-paced, like not a lot of waiting, are more fun. Some examples would be, for example, well, tennis, yes, but tennis is not a fast sport. Basketball and volleyball, I think they are both very entertaining to watch. Even fucking ping pong is more entertaining than... Even ping pong is more entertaining than football. Want to hear my opinion? I think football is very boring. I completely agree. Like, you have an entire matches that just end in draws because nothing happens in 90 minutes, and they're like, wow, that's the best match that I've ever seen in my life. Like, nah, man, it really isn't. I think that sports that have many points that are very slow, like baseball, for example, are boring. I don't like sports that have very or cricket that you know, like the actual playtime is really low compared to the actual duration of the game. To me, those are bad games to watch. Bad. I actually used to know this by heart. I'm old. For playtime is a lot. No, yeah, I understand that. But the actual time in which you're there playing in cricket is actually very low compared to the actual duration of a cricket match. It is. Like, I'm gonna quickly Google it. Cricket playtime percentage. Okay, you can actually Google it. Dude, cricket matches can last days. With lunch breaks. Cricket is so slow that it has fucking lunch breaks, dude. How much is the game time? Like, how much does actual game time, not duration, right? Does a cricket match have? I'm streaming, so I don't necessarily want to Google it. Spend a lot of time Googling it. If it's anything like baseball is like maybe like what's it, 18% of actual game time? It's so slow. Same with golf. Like, get me, like, I don't know the difference between like what T20 and others are. Get me what is like for the Cricket World Championship. That's what I'm looking for. Boink. Alright, 15 minutes for the first world. Not bad at all. I've seen a bit of cricket because I have a bunch of Indian friends who are super into cricket. 120 hours of playtime. And how long is the duration of one of those matches? 120 hours of playtime is 6 days, essentially. So in 3 hours, you have 120 hours of playtime. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. Sorry. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I've enclosed a jewel that will help protect you. 120 minutes. So you have to. So you essentially have 66% of actual playtime. That is higher than baseball, but it is still quite low, man. Do I want that? Nah. Thank you. Just break. Let's get this one over here. Point still stands. Cricket is boring. Staying here. Also, cricket matches are they're like what is the World Cup rule set? Are you giving me the World Cup rule set, or are you giving me the like a rule set that you like? Because I am asking for like the actual World Cup rule set. There's the World Cup. Okay. You get 3 cards at the end of the level that are exactly the same. You get lives depending on the type of thing that you got. If you get all of them mixed, you get 1. You get 2 if you get mushrooms, and you get 3 if you get flowers, and you get 5 if you get stars. If that were true, then they would actually stop airing it, except for some people. I can't believe that there are 3 World Cups. Which one is, like, is there one that is like the official World Cup, or are they all like the World Cups? What's time for it? Let's do that Overcooked or something like that. For me, Overcooked at the moment sounds okay. If it's okay with you, starting at 5. Sorry for not confirming. I want to scream at you. Where is the lamb sauce? So, got the Machi live demo. Nice. So a quick update for this week's schedule. I am not going to be playing Mario 3D Land like I actually wanted to play. Because there's not enough time to finish it before we begin the viewer appreciation month. So instead, I'm going to be playing a co-op game with my brother. At the moment, it is tentatively come over here. Overcooked, but it may change. I could do 12 hours of League. Funny guy. Point. Is that active game time? That actually sounds surprisingly high to me, I'll admit. Ask good options or these specific. Like. I also don't like sports that are too long. Honestly, I don't like watching sports. I think that's where like the truth of the matter lies. I don't like sports. Spectating. I get it. But it's not for me. You're sure? What's going on? Alright, thank you for the alert. I wonder if that one gives a star. I don't think I've ever reached. Playing than watching. Any sport is more fun playing than watching. If sports were fun, then you wouldn't have to get drunk to watch them. That is today's wisdom. Come on, where is it? Golf is just boring one way or another. Oh, we got a good amount of Points were there. Point. Golf has, I think, the lowest active playtime. Rough is when you are on an area of grass that is longer than the main path. I know that because of Mario Golf. A swine-up has appeared in chat. Make sure to throw your balls to catch the swine-up. Bruh. First time that I get hit in the entire playthrough. Second time that I get hit in the entire playthrough. This level sucks. That's on me, that's on me. That's what I get for trying to speedrun this level. Okay. Whatever. Let's rewind 2 seconds mentally, and let's actually lock in. You can actually kill the sun with the with these guys if you can make it land. It's the only way to kill the sun outside of stars. Nice, a bunch of people got this one up. That's good. So they go through the whole experiment. Yep. That's an example of a sport that I wouldn't like to watch in the slightest. So with this hammer, you can actually break rocks in the overworld. We'll do that soon enough. Did you stand? Well, several people hit the ball, so... based on the rules, and then they actually have to go to where the ball goes, because the ball is actually shot very far. But otherwise, yes. They don't even just stand because they don't even walk, because they have the golf carts to take them to the place where they want to go. Back to the ball, correct. There is a lot of technique involved in golf, but it's certainly very overpaid and honestly a bit shit. Golf is definitely ranks low in my list of sports, without a doubt. Actually, do I do this? Yeah, this. Fine. Crap. Let's get all the golf first. Actually, ecologically, golf is a very harmful sport because of the upkeep necessary. You can destroy rocks like this, and then you can come to hidden places like voila. Here you can only get one item, despite the fact that there are 3 boxes, and it's always the rabbit suit. It's a rich person sport, man. That will never work. Crap. Whatever. And then you get the 3rd flute. Those are the 3 flutes that are available in the game. And those 3 flutes are essentially like I could jump from here to level 8 and kind of speedrun the game. That is the cheatless fastest way to go for it. The cheating fastest way to go for it actually involves 2 flutes, level 7, and the glitch that is found in the first level. And then you can actually finish this game in like under 5 minutes. Don't cheat? I'm not. It's a full playthrough. I also don't know how to pull off the cheats. But I also want to showcase where the fruits are.
Me, Sammy, you are wrecking the car.
I mean, it feels good to play 2D Marios. I'm so much better at 2D Marios than 3D Marios, but we haven't played one of the old 2D Marios. I haven't played one of these ones in a year, essentially. And it just feels so good to go back. Like where I know everything because I was taught, I think, to know everything. Oh, messed up. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's a bunch of things. Don't play Mario Odyssey yet. Let me finish it first. Have you even started it? We're still like 4 games away from Mario Odyssey. I do want to make more progress with the Mario Through Time series, so we can move on to other stuff. I think that the sea that was most infamously known for pirates would have been the Atlantic.
Me, Sammy, you are wrecking the car. Me, Sammy, you are wrecking the car. Me, Sammy, you are wrecking the car.
I'm actually there.
Sammy, you are wrecking the car.
I see that you have given up on Master Ball. Bro. Okay, at the very least. It hit the thing and it actually didn't break it. Actually, I think that my egg should have hatched. Yeah! What did I get? An Eagly buff? Damn it. Alright, Kingdom 2. Like... crap. Bro. That was very poorly played. Honestly, that was terribly done. No. Thanks, Zane. That is never gonna do it, dude. Like, you don't understand how much I hate that nickname. The answer is up. I have to. But yeah, I hate that nickname so much. Fine. What will you do if you ever skin a XRL? Nothing. Ignore him probably. Because I will not know that it's him. There. Force of habit. Nothing, I'll be polite. What do you think I'm gonna do? Oh, thank heavens! I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Greetings! You can stomp on your enemies using Goomba Shoe. The funniest part is that Goomba Shoe is not introduced until like World 5. I have enclosed a jewel. No, World 4? No, World 5. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Well, that second world took maybe 25 minutes, a bit longer than the first one. It's also much longer. That makes sense. Have I ever said vocally, I know that I have, how much I hate bloopers? The answer is a lot. Yes, I actively abhor bloopers. Bruh. Funnily enough, this enemy is not killable with anything other than a star, I think. And even then, I don't think you can get a star in this point. But this villain does get reintroduced in, or like appears again in Super Mario World. And in Super Mario World, you can actually kill it with both a Yoshi and spinning with the cape. Wait, what? Okay, if I'm not wrong, the one up is here. Star with here. 20 coins next to itself. Mushroom is here. And the flower is here. Now, nice. Now that we finish that one, we're gonna get a free card. Oh, sorry, a blank card. What numbers are your power? What are you without it? Average at games. Actually, I wouldn't say that. I think that I'm also like generally above average in games. But definitely I lose a lot of my edge without platformers. Ah. Can slow down. Bruh. Everything about that was miserable. Ooh, that almost hit me. I'm also pretty good at like action RPGs. This can see something special. It's the only driving game that I've ever played. Ever. Like, I'm not counting party driving games like Mario Kart. And even if you add Mario Kart and all of those, the number is still very low. I've only played, what, Mario Karts, I guess, and Crash Team Racing. I don't think I've ever really played anything else. Well, that's much easier. Precursor, I won't. I don't like driving games. To me, they're just fun. No! Oh! I don't have an Xbox, I do. B, I just really don't like racing games, man. Like, you will never catch me playing racing games outside of GT7 and That's bullshit. I should have stopped on it. And GT7 only happened because a friend asked me to do it and bought the game for me. But I don't like them, so I won't play them. Like, why would I do something that I actively dislike? Masochism doesn't make any sense to me. Comedic value? For you. For me, it's just a bad time. Oh, that was rough. Oh no! Ooh, close. Where's everyone else? I'm not their mom. NSX won't be coming for the next month, so don't count on him for any time soon. For the rest, I don't know. But anyway, thank you for keeping me company. Yeah. I actually wonder if that pipe has any purpose. Probably does. Oh yeah, of course it does. Gotta go. Fantastic. Well, have fun doing whatever you have to do. Hey, again, having you here, I always say this, but having you here is a privilege, not a right. So if you have to go, that's fine. What am I to do? Cry. Okay, if that one is not it, I think it might be the fourth one. I don't fully remember. 3... 4. Not the fourth one. Not the fifth one. Let's go for 6. What? I had never gotten that glitch before. Oh, that was trippy. That messed me up quite a bit. I've played this game countless of times and I have never seen that. Hey, your choices, man. I'm actually surprised that it has been a month and a half since you guys stopped. It doesn't feel so long. Okay, and that would make it. What? Oh, I moved my finger. And that one I didn't move my finger, now I just suck. Lucky to comes here. Nice. We got... Oh, no way. The invulnerability in this game is so short. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, can't even say anything about it. Nice answer. I'd rather you didn't spam without an actual purpose or fun reason. Nope. Yo, Dick! Happy tidings to you, Dick. Thank you very much for the, thank you very much for the, sub. That is 10 months that you've been subbed. Thank you very much, man. Finally, someone to help me keep so much company. I've had streams where Deck was the only person keeping me company through the entirety of it. It is like that sometimes. He's happy to support. Always happy to be supported by you. Today I'm going very old school, so we're going to be playing some Mario 3. My goal is to finish the entire game within the stream time. And we're doing good time so far. Unless you weren't online. I am playing on my I'm playing on my NES Mini. So I'm playing on like actual related hardware. Decided to show off a little bit what my hardware is all about. Actually, if it were possible, I could, in theory, if I were to get my hands on it, stream on a NES and a Super NES that my family owns for the better experience. I actually enjoy playing with an old school controller. Oh. And whilst I am not necessarily playing with the original controller for the NES, because it is not ergonomic at all and it will just hurt my hands, I actually really enjoy playing with the Super NES controller because this is the controller that I grew up playing with. But I'm expecting to finish this game maybe in the next 15 minutes. Sorry, this level in the next 15 minutes, which not bad. I've never really timed myself to how long it would take me. It's actually amazing though that the Switch's lifespan was so long that it was actually the controller that you essentially grew up with. 8 years is a very long time. Fine. Damn it. Point. Alright, I think I have a fire flower one, so I'll take it. Honestly, the flower is not bad, but it's by no means my favorite item. But anyway, let's go to level 7. This level 7 is actually a bit of a tricky one. You might actually recognize these guys from I think they appear on Mario Kart, right? Well, this is where they originate. The spikes? Yeah, Spike. Oh, right, they appeared a lot in Mario Tennis, right? Spike is actually a strong character in tennis. Fine. The Spike originates from this game. I actually like to see how they implement old enemies still in the newer games. Bruh. Unlike Donkey Kong that has more or less strayed away from critters. Doing this is probably gonna get me killed. Let's just go. Please don't die. Haha. Done. Seconds. Let's go. But actually, it's very nice to see, like, and I kind of understand where enemies originate from. Different enemies that have been mainstays in the Mario franchise have actually appeared from very early games. Like, for example, Wiggler, that now is an enemy. It's not an enemy necessarily. Originates from Mario World, and it was one of the more annoying enemies that you could go against. Boos originate from this game, not the original game. That's another good example, actually. And they actually have like various iterations of Boos. Wank. I use the microphone because I have a
Sammy, you are tracking the car.
That explains the up until the apostrophe and the E. No, what? Oh, that was a nice clip. Oh. Yeah, an apostrophe myself. How dare you think that I'm going to be grammatically correct? My boy is not even politically correct. In theory, you can also go that way. Get to the get a bunch of stuff. But I think I'm gonna skip that because I don't feel like going that way and getting a bunch of stuff because it takes ages. So we're just gonna go this way and not take a bunch of stuff. Submarines. What's the logic behind that one? Unless it's just better to kill him. Except here. Ooh, he almost died. I don't care for those 10 coins or whatever. However many there are. Let's just go. Is that where you get your wisdom from? The local crackhead? NSX will be very disappointed to find out that is not straight from the source. December himself. It's okay. Your secret's safe with me. NSX is not... It's on holidays now. He asked for mod holidays and I gave them to him because I am a kind dictator, unlike Mbappe, apparently. Come on, jump off. No, no, no! That was a bit annoying to play. He's in local. I would actually even argue that deck is barely even local to begin with. Nah, let's not get... let's get... I actually don't like the frog suit, but I said that I was gonna show some of the secrets, so... the frog suit is part of them secrets. No. Ah, I forgot that you have to move to the right. Let's go again. I want to get the frog suit now. I've been challenged by the game. It's not my air fryer, honestly, it's my wife's. And she cherishes that air fryer. Would you want to take it from her? Rock will come in. And blob. Rock and blob. Isn't there a music genre that is basically called that? That's a bottom joke. Thank. You have a spare power washer. Hey, if you want to clean my windows, I'll be okay with it. Ah, that's what you were late. You were doing power wash sales. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic one so we can change him back. That actually might be true. Hey, if you can clean my bathroom tiles, I would appreciate it. Yo, everyone got to the Nidoran. Alright, good. I hate the froggy suit. Even inside of water is not necessarily the best. Because you move too fast. It's better than not having it. But it's still not like, wow, I have a froggy suit. I am invincible now. With that voice specifically. Whatever. Crocodile Gardens. That is actually a funny one. Oi. Oi. Wait, 1 second, 1 second. Ah! I gotta die to Andy. Ah! Forging Eagle. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, Baker. I see that you're part of the raid. Thank you very much for I'm assuming plugging in my name. But welcome in raiders. Yes, Baker sent us a raid. Thank you very much, Baker. I appreciate that very much. Eagle, thank you very much for the follow. How was your stream? What were you playing? You were playing Kingdom Hearts, naturally. That's why Baker will be there. And Princess Hikari. Remind me which anime that's from, because I might have watched it. But welcome in, everybody. I am Scrum. I am a Nintendo / variety streamer, currently playing both Nintendo and platformers. I'm in one of my favorite games of all time, which is Mario 3. If you have never played this game is an absolute gem, even if it's very old. And honestly, I feel that this game has shaped the path of a lot of platformers in the future. Because Mario 1 is actually very dated. And so I would say that Mario 3 actually covers that gap. Mario 3 is the best one. I prefer World, but I think that Mario 3 being the best one is definitely a very valid take. Very nice to meet you, Hikari. And Baker, how are you doing? How was your stream forging? Which specific Kingdom Hearts were you playing? Which one I think is harder, 3 or World? I think that 3 is harder than World. World is your favorite NES? Sorry, I'm reading chat. World is your favorite on Super NES, so Yoshi's Island. I don't like the Super NES version of Yoshi's Island. I prefer the one on Game Boy. We're playing the original. I've been promising Baker that I would play first, so finally... It is... I've only played the original. I have it in my mind that I need to play the second one. Never played the Game Boy version. If you have a Switch, I suggest that you definitely look into it. It's definitely a much superior version. Anyway, I've played the first one only. I need to go through the other ones, especially 2 because I've heard so many good things about 2. Just don't have a lot of time to game outside of stream, so maybe it will happen sometime in the future. There we go, finally. But which world are you in at the moment, or what's happening in the story? But anyway, you asked Deck. I think that 3 is harder. I think that the platforming in general is a lot more punishing. I would say that maybe 100%ing is harder world because of the special levels that can catch you off guard, because there are some that are very tricky. But in its entirety, I would say that world is easier. Bro, what am I doing? Doing well so far. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Struggling right now, which is bothering me a little bit. I need to stop reading chat, which I don't want to stop doing. But let's pass it this time around. Agree, the platforming is easier in World for sure. Yep. I see the save point before Ansem. Who is Ansem? Let me quickly go. Ansem. Okay, so you're by the end of the game. Ooh, exciting. I think that the game gets more and more exciting as it goes through. So I think that once you get through the early hurdles of... through the hurdles of the early game, I think it becomes a much more fun game to go through. Because the first game is definitely very dated. You sure doesn't play this bad? I was actually playing really well until the raid. I just got distracted by the by all of the people coming in. What's my favorite Mario game? Mario World. No, I'm not complaining about the raid. I'm very thankful. I am just distracted by it. Which, when you're doing a moving level, it's annoying. I think any streamer that gets raided is familiar with this. But you're actually very knowledgeable. You're very knowledgeable in your Marios. Good for you. I appreciate someone that knows his Mario. We can blame Baker. Always blame Baker. I'm doing well, Baker. By the way, how's your E33 playthrough? Have you managed to make good progress? Oh. Spiky Taco, hi! Check out your streams. Greetings. The white block contains magic powers that will enable you to defeat your enemies. I have enclosed a jewel that will protect you. Your cheese grating left. What? Oh, it's the other one. Oops. By the way, Blop, I am 1 hour in and I'm in World 4. I think I'm in a good route to finish the game before 4 hours, which is kind of the goal. Be moving at a pretty decent pace. World 4 is by far my favorite world in this game. I've always liked the concept of giant enemies and giant blocks and like basically the giant world. Straight up adore this one. 8 worlds, correct. And we're in World 4. I don't think we're gonna finish in 3 hours, because the game becomes harder and they add more levels per world. But I think that definitely 3.5 is looking doable. Anyway, Forging, like, I don't know if you read, but I gave you a follow back. Hopefully we'll have a chance to check out your stream in the near future. I don't spend as much time on Twitch as I wish, because I have a son who is gorgeous, but he demands a lot of attention since he's 8 months old. So I spend most of my time with him. Yeah, Baker, how are you? I feel that I also have a son, but mine is 14, so we came together. That is my goal. But my son was born, you know, halfway through last year, so I still have some ways to go before we decide to properly introduce TV to him. But I'm definitely going to break his gaming cherry with Mario World. That's how mine got broken. Because I am old. What do you usually stream, by the way, Eagle? No. Son's first game was Mario Kart on the Wii U. That's not a bad first game. A lot of kids actually start out with Mario Kart. I think Deck might be one of those kids. Aren't you, Deck? So watch this. You start with me? Ah, okay. Not too far. I'm pretty sure that you all were there. Oh, so you got to the Gestrels, and I think that's where you stopped, right? The Gestrel Village. I was lucky. Fine. Oh, so the Wii is just slightly older funny. It is, isn't it? The Wii is just that much popular than the Wii U, and its longevity is actually something to be studied because the Wii has been played for so long, much longer than the average console, I feel, except maybe the PS2. I'm a very hardcore variety streamer. Right now, Kingdom Hearts 1, I took a year off, so it's kind of like a fresh start. Next. Nice. What did you play before? Just trying to gauge, just in case that anyone here likes the games that you... Really? Huh. Just in case that anyone here actually likes the games that you play, so they can actually shoot you a follow as well and join your community. Because it's nicer to meet people that have similar like games. But good for you and coming back to streaming. What made you take a year off? If you don't mind me asking. I have to answer that if it's personal. There we go. That's stupid. I shouldn't have jumped. That's a false sign. What? What are you even saying, Dick? Without NSX, I cannot actually understand what you're saying today. Talking about So. I actually have not seen So. So that makes sense. I don't watch a lot of movies. Although I'm going to make a channel point reward that is actually going to allow you to make me watch movies. Because I don't like movies, right? I find that they're more of a waste of time than TV shows because of my unpopular... That is like my number one... Actually, you asked me about an unpopular opinion, Gustav. My number one unpopular opinion is that movies are a worse medium of storytelling than TV shows and or books or whatever. And because you cannot tell a full story in the short period of time that is given. Most people disagree with that. That's my ultimate hot take. Destiny 2, Warframe, Mario Party, Jackbox games. Oh, we also play Jackbox and Mario Party. Resident Evil, lots of others too. I am going to play their new Resident Evil on stream. Doom, which Doom? Zelda, which Zelda? Or Cult of the Lamb next. Nice. That's fair. I am actually getting people that understand what my point of view is on this matter. That is unusual. Usually I get flamed for this take. But yeah, that's why, especially book adaptations, like, you know, the Harry Potter series or any of those, the movie adaptations were actually, in my opinion, quite bad. They're like fun and they're nostalgic and everything, but if you look at it from the point of an adaptation, it's actually a really bad adaptation. But yeah, that's my like number one unpopular take. Actually, I did not use the hammer. No, I'm not gonna use it. First remake for the series for Doom. Zelda would be Breath of the Wild since I never played the whole thing. Oh, that's a long game to stream. It's a great game, but it's a very long game to stream. I have never 100%ed one of those because, whilst I don't have a life, I do like to vary the games that I play. So I never actually got to the to 100% mark, but I think that Zelda, like Breath of the Wild, I got to like 70%. And on Tears of the Kingdom, I got to like 80 to 85%. No. Okay, sure. I think this level would be funnier if the spinies were huge. It is a very... I don't think it's a popular opinion. I think it's actually an unpopular opinion in general. I have played Doom 1, and then I've also played Doom 2016 and 2020. I have to play the new one. Dark Worlds, I think it's called. I really enjoy Doom. I am not a very FPS-based player, but the Doom series just really hits hard. Selecting a little much. Oh, the Koroks? Yeah. I mean, and they are the majority of the percentage for the actual game completion. They're like, you have to collect all the shrines, do all of the missions, get all of the Koroks, and get all of the locations for 100%. I think I got like 500 or 600 Koroks. Play Doom since back on the Super NES. Never beat the 2016 one or play the other new ones. Because you don't like them or because you got bored of them? Because for me, they're definitely... I find the original ones very dated to play as a modern player. Not that they're bad, just that they're dated. And unless you're a retro gamer, I think that it's hard to get into them. It took me a long time to finish the original Doom. Never had the time. I love the old one so much. Yeah, that's fair. But I actually really enjoyed the re-releases. Oh, not re-releases, the sequels. Point. Do it. Oh. Point. I don't think we're gonna come here. It's gonna spill a bit. This game actually handles beautifully, dude. Oh, nice, Tanuki. I think that like Mario 1 is super dated, and I wouldn't say that it's actually a very good game overall. Mario 3 does not have that, and it's such a stark upgrade to Mario 1. Like, it's brutal just how much better this game is than Mario 1. Many games a lot of people would play. I mean, they essentially created the concept of platformers. I mean, they already existed, but they brought them to life the way that they exist today. And I would say that there is very little to no game that is a platformer that is not inspired by Mario or another brand. My 2D. Like play Metroid. I've actually played Metroid. We could go through all of the Metroid games. That would give me a good excuse to actually go through them. I actually really like this level. If you take the doors, you actually change the enemies from big to small. I find that the concept is actually very smart. We're gonna go through the big side because we're in the big one. But yeah, like Metroid, Mario, to a larger extent Yoshi or Wario, I think that they actually have inspired so many people to make platformers or similar things. It's like fantastic. I mean, literally they have a genre, a subgenre, I guess, named after their games, which is, you know, Metroidvanias. Ah. Terrible. Prime or the Metroidvanias? Well, there's OG Metroid as well that I have to play. If we were to play Metroid, we would play them in chronological order, which is Metroid 1 and then Metroid Prime. And then you switch to the other Metroids. You play Prime 1 to 4, then you play Return of Samus, and then Metroid 2, I think. The Metroid timeline is all over the place, with Super Metroid arguably being probably one of the better ones. But I have not played enough Metroid to actually chime in, but I would love to play them. Nice. Right. Ooh, I thought I was gonna get hit there. Come on. Nice. I haven't played any of the 2D ones except for Dread. I actually have not played any of the 2D ones other than the original and Super. You know how I am. I need to play the games in order. I mean, I am playing through this Mario Through Time series, and whilst we're not doing it necessarily in order anymore because I'm replaying Mario's 1 and 3, I'm mainly replaying Mario's 1 and 3 because I didn't have much of an audience when I played the original ones. Like when I play these ones. So I am replaying it for my audience. I can upload the VODs with actual people talking in chat. It's a great one. You'd enjoy it? I'm sure that I will. I love Metroidvanias. That's my favorite genre. Just a matter of actually getting to it. Actually, I don't know if Metroidvania is my favorite genre, or if you're original platformers, but either way, like those two genres fill my soul with determination. And I love them so much. Now, I think that if you actually jump around here, there's a life up there. I don't know if you need a feather. I think that there are blocks. I am not going to spend my time looking for blocks. Oh, there it is. Maybe I am. Nice. There we go. But yeah, there's so many games that I want to play with you guys. There's just not enough time to play all of them. Especially with like new releases and everything. But I would love to just like, you know, lose myself in gaming. Nice, we're almost done with World 4. And this one has taken about 20 minutes so far. We're going to be slowing down a little bit soon though. Oh, it's terrible! The king has been transformed! It would be nicer if they actually had like original text on each of them. Right. I get that the game is old. I think that it may be in the in the Super NES re-release. Because Mario's 1, 2, and 3 and those levels all got a re-release on the Super NES, on the Mario All-Stars, that severely improves the quality of the visuals. Neo wanted me to play that one. I chose to play on my NES Mini, and because I wanted to play with a traditional controller. And you will say, oh, but Scrumph, you're playing on a Super NES controller, not a NES controller, even though you're playing a NES game. Yeah, but the games, the controllers are compatible with one another, and the Super NES is a lot more ergonometric on the hand. 1, 3 Lost Levels and World, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is Lost Levels plus Mario World. I think that's how it's called. But Lost Levels was a launch title, I think, or if not a launch title, at the very least, like one of the first ones that was released alongside Mario World. They were nice, actually. I think that the visuals of the games are actually quite nice. And those are the ones that I grew up playing, because my parents had a Super NES, not a NES. So this controller is basically, you know, the controller that I grew up playing with. But my aunt had a NES, so whenever I would go to her house, I would then play on the NES. So I also grew up playing this version. So for me, both of them are nostalgic. Mind you, like I was having 4, 5, 6 when I was playing these games. Agreed, and that was my first time to My best friend had a Super NES and I had a Sega, and we played both. And I actually never really played a... Yeah, I saw that coming. I never played a Sega console in my life. They weren't very popular where I come from. And the PlayStation kind of took over because of the burnable CDs. See, I am not getting rated and suddenly I'm playing beautifully. I'm going to give you my gaming hot take that you're going to get offended with. Sonic is not a good platformer. that is my gaming hot take. I actively dislike Sonic as a platformer. Christ. I've tried a variety of different Sonics. I've even paid money to play some Sonics. I think it was Sonic Scholar or the one that came out on the Switch, and I just couldn't finish it. Greetings. The thief who stole the whistle has escaped to the east side of the sand dunes. Oh, so this tells you about the Second World Warp. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Me and my little brother also played much Sonic. That I don't like Sonic the franchise. I don't mind hedgehogs, but the franchise I dislike. It's not even a rage bait, I just genuinely don't like Sonic. Like, I wish that I was making this shit up, but I am not. I dislike Sonic. Sonic games suck. I feel that as platformers, they don't hold a candle to Mario platformers. There's a star here, let's get it. There are no enemies at the bottom. No. Oh, I didn't get hit. Bunk. That's a fair take. I love it, but it isn't for everyone. That was messing up through the Dreamcast. And after that, it's straight downhill. I've actually never played 3D Sonics, and I've played like 3 different Sonics total, so it's not like I have the biggest experience, but I've played enough Sonics to know that my take is an informed one. It's an unpopular one, but it's an informed one. And like I said, I've played a lot of platformers in my life, so it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know who you use for in Mario or Sonic games. Hey, you know, I've never picked a Sonic character in that game in my life. If you play the 3 versions, there are many good ones. I know that there's one that is very good, like Mario... Oh, sorry, Sonic Adventures 2? I don't know if that one is 2D or 3D, but I know that's the most placed one. I haven't played them, so I cannot comment, but that's the one that I know is most beloved by people. You should play them. I just don't like Sonic, man. Like, I cannot think of a platformer that makes me feel lazy except Sonic. Oh no, I just deleted that P! I just deleted that P! That is terrible. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels of the game. Because you have the boot. Let's get this boot. Because that boot was definitely made for walking. And walking is what I'll do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fine. Oh. Terrible. No! Alright, whatever. I want to get the second boot. I hope that he jumps on a square that I can actually hit. Oh, is he stuck there? Oh no! There we go! Nice. There's a life that comes up here, so I want to get this life. Holy fuck, Nick! Come on, man. The shit you say sometimes just catches me off guard, man. I'm just gonna Just finished streams and you're hungry. Enjoy, Mario. Of course. Thank you very much for the lurk. Thank you very much for the raid. And it's very nice to meet you, Eagle. Have a nice lunch, I'm assuming. And either see you later or see you next time. I think saying Mario is bad because it is like Mario. Again, I said that I played a lot of different Marios. Sorry, a lot of different Sonics. I played the original Sonic, which is not Mario 2. And I played Sonic Colors, I think, which is praised to be one of the best Sonics that has come out in recent times.
Me, Sammy, you are
Nice.
taking the car.
Just getting rid of these things because they're useless. And otherwise, they're going to this one is going to override my Tanuki, and I cannot have that. It's an unpopular opinion. That's what unpopular opinions do. Like I said, it's an educated unpopular opinion. I've played more platformers than the majority of people in chat, potentially combined. Oh, actually, a whole SP. Nice. Now I just need to get rid of the next thing so that I don't lose with P. So let's just run the star through this thing. It's useless, but... Wait, actually, I didn't know that you could kill this. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, there goes the shortcut. Come over here. Thank you. There we go. Okay. 3. Done. Easy. Easy. Lemon. Lemons. The lemons have been squeezed, guys. The lemons have been squeezed. You love burning my PC? The Pokemon system burns my PC all on its own, man. It doesn't need you. Bruh. This is one of the most interesting levels in the game, in my opinion, because it's like the only level outside of boss levels, and that doesn't actually have an ending. And I think that it's a very cool and interesting design approach. When you game over in this game, and I know this because other people game over, not because I game over, I'm good at this game. XD. You're sent back to the beginning of the world, and all of the levels that you have passed have to be replayed. But this is the only level in the game that once you pass it, doesn't go away because you don't actually beat it. It's more of a transition level. You look at Unhuman with his NASA badge. Welcome in, Unhuman. How was the launch yesterday? And thank you very much for Unhuman for the 45-day streak. Wasn't yesterday? Wasn't it yesterday? Oh, sorry, Sunday. Honestly, my days just blurred together. I was so tired through the entirety of yesterday that my brain was just mush, kind of like blobs on a daily basis. How was the day before yesterday, I guess? What? You watched it also? They streamed stuff yesterday as well. Ah, okay. Because I was working yesterday until late, and I swear that I saw the thing. Anyway, now basically the tower takes you upwards until you reach the clouds, and then down in the side, you cannot really see where I am pointing at, but like down there, you have the actual overworld. Now this level is a pain in the ass. So to unpain in the ass this level, you just basically fly, and then you get to the clouds. And then you can actually fly through this level. Or you can get stuck like me. That's also a completely viable thing. Your turn, YouTube. You know, I don't really do space stuff, so I didn't even look. I didn't even know that anything was happening. Unless you're talking to Gustav, in which case... Oh, this level's actually a bit of a tricky one. They're doing a lot of Apollo. What is? It's not Apollo. Apollo is the previous one. What they're called? Andromeda? No, Andromeda is definitely not. Oh, I just lost. I just got the Tanuki. Artemis. There we go. Like they're sending a lot of them, right? And they're taking pictures and stuff that are being controversially discussed online. It's a flyby. Oh, no, no, no. Ah. Yeah, I'm not the biggest space interest person. I mean, it's not like I am against it or anything, but just don't care.
Me, Sammy, you are trekking.
Yeah, flat earth conspiracy people. Yeah, flat earthers are room temper IQ. For the lack of a better way to describe them. I couldn't get it on time. I've always hated these guys. Doesn't matter the game that they appear on. Screw them all equally. You're astrologers as well? I'm not the biggest fan of astrology either. There is in fact that I discovered that after I got out of drawing a piece of paper. That one that I just did is actually one of my weakest levels, and I'm very happy that I passed it on my first try. No, I just got rid of another Tanuki! Ah! For a mushroom, no less. Item management in this game is gonna drive me crazy. I think there's better. I am not a freedom units appreciator, so definitely Celsius. Freedom units suck. Yeah, freedom units suck. That sounds chilly. Where are my Kelvin homies at? Oh, I skipped the shortcut. Oh. Why not? Because that would hurt. What are you doubling? You cannot double 0. It just remains 0. Hey, what's up? It's so easy. Freedom units are just demented. It comes safe. I don't think that's how math works, man. Just as a quick reminder, like what you just did, if you are here, make sure to redeem your game entry for the Follower Appreciation Month. To to make me play any game of your choosing that follows within the parameters that I've given you. If you don't know what the parameters are, you can just ask. I'm actually playing really well. This might be one of my best Mario 3 playthroughs of all time. I'm actually gonna fail on purpose. I don't want to win this. I have too many items, and I don't want to lose any of the precious items that I have, like the P or the Tanuki, because I do things well. Easier than fighting a single hammer, bro. I mean, if you know what you're doing, yes. If you let them fly, they become substantially harder. Also, the bosses are boom booms. Those are the original boom booms. Put some respect in your mouth. The bosses. Yeah! Crap. All of them, even the shitty couplings. Fair enough. I mean, it still stands. If you know what you're doing, then yeah. Oh, this level. This level usually makes me use up. That one I'm not gonna count. This level usually makes me use peace. Let me actually use a star and a mushroom, just so that I can get rid of items. I do not have a death counter. I forgot. The death counter right now is like 7 or 8. I lost like 3 times unnecessarily to the raid. Not that I'm complaining, just highlighting. Yep. If you hadn't arrived an hour late, maybe you could have reminded me on time. Playing with smoke detectors. And why are people playing with smoke detectors? That's so stupid. I'm starting to wonder. Maybe he's complaining. No, I mean, I'm very grateful for the thing. My death counter is less grateful, but I am grateful, you know? Who's, what you... You, yeah, so you followed like 1 week before Wojo. And then you unfollowed at some point. But the unfollow doesn't make you lose, time watched. So you... So, in terms of like, follow age, Wojo should beat you. I don't know about in terms of watch time. I think that you have been on stream longer than Wojo because you come during weekdays and you stay for extended periods of time as Wojo leaves because of he's in school. Oh. But anyway, bye Wojo, thank you for dropping in. I'll see you after school if you have time. Counter full edge because what? Fire. Fine. This guy's gonna kill me! Ah! Bruh. That's bad. Yeah, I deserve that one. Let's actually just run a flower And let's run let's start. And followed Scrum so many times. You did. A few too many, perhaps. It definitely doesn't go through foliage, because if it went through foliage, Gustav would have a much lower number. I think that it counts... Like, it didn't start counting, I think, until I changed to my bot, because my bot is the one that counts the hours. So maybe during the times where you would join daily, not all of that might have gotten counted. Because I am not exactly 100% sure when I changed to my bot. At the beginning I used Stream Elements, I didn't use Miyamoto, right? So I don't remember exactly when Miyamoto came to life. And so I had a phase of not watching for a while, correct? You had like a month or so where you were not really watching. And... yeah. Like around, I think, November, was it? But ever since you got your job, you fizzled out a bit, which, understandable. Fuck that stuff. Fine. Bro! Got it. No, no! He just juked me so hard. Bloody Roy. Freaking Roy, man. From here on, all of the Koopalings stun you. When Koopalings start stunning, they become substantially harder. I would say that from Wendy onwards, they become more complicated. Sorry, I'm noisy. Is this a debut of them? Correct. Mario 2 doesn't actually bring any original enemies, like any original bosses, except Birdo. Birdo is a Mario 2 original, I guess. And Shy Guy and Sniffet. But Shy Guy and Sniffet got properly solidified as Mario enemies in Yoshi's Island. Because I don't think that outside of Mario 2, Shy Guy or Sniffets appear in any Mario games. Right. Boink. Boink. There we go. I don't remember. Ludwig van Koopa, inspired by... What's the musician with Ludwig? Is it Beethoven? Yeah, Beethoven. Inspired by Beethoven. Greetings! Be careful in the ice world. The creatures trapped in ice will come to life if warmed. Have an enclosed a jewel that will help protect you. Princess Toadstool. Let me just quickly make these guys fall asleep to use the item. Fun fact, if you use that item, it makes the Hammer Bros fall asleep. Or, yeah. Bruh. What am I doing? This is why I'm not a speedrunner. I always make mistakes when I go too fast. Okay. I would say that in terms of world design, some of the levels in Mario 3 are too short. Like, this level felt like I just passed it in a snap. I'm gonna fail again. I still have too many. Oh, actually, I have made space. Let me use the cloud as well. The cloud allows you to go over levels that you get stuck on, so you don't actually have to pass them. Which is good if you're struggling. Oh, this level. This level tests me. Let's see how many times it actually takes. You can also go down there, get this thing, these coins, and then jump out. That is an unnecessary step. Nah, like I've told you, I'm gonna stop refunding those. Also, why the left? Why not the right? No, 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 no! It's not a scam if I've actively informed him that I was going to stop refunding those. God, I hate Hammer Bros. Hammer Bros are the bane of my existence. I've never heard that didn't happen. Clean your ears, man. Too much wax. Do you still have money after the 25,000 channel points incident? That's okay. Oh, you're actually having amassing. Fine. Oh, you guys actually are space nerds. Good for you. It's always nice to find people that have similar nerdy interests. You actually don't have a telescope? That's nice. Like I said, space doesn't necessarily interest me, but I think that I can understand the curiosities behind that. I would be more interested in marine biology than space, but I get it. No. I think that there are so many things left to discover about the world that we live in, that focusing on the world that worlds that we don't live in is counterproductive, in my opinion. Bro, I like space. You find it cool? I think that would, like, you know who's a man, like my space buff friend? Bojangles. Bojangles loves space. Seahorses mate for life. I did know that seahorses mated for life, actually. I find the concept that we don't know what lies underneath the sea very fascinating and very scary at the same time. Oh, that was a white mushroom. Okay, you're gonna go? Alright, have a good time at school and I'll see you after school. Whoop. Ah, you almost died. In our space and our own ocean, the pressure down there is outstanding. Gets like what was the name of the failed submission to go see the Titanic that killed a bunch of billionaires? That is a grim reminder. The thing is that about the ocean, we have a limited amount of knowledge based on what we have been able to explore without the... bruh. The thing is not even letting me jump on top of it. That is so lame. Map using high resolution. I mean, I think, yeah, you're not wrong. That's gonna hit me. Wonderful. Because I decided to stop using my brain. Let's resume using our brain and skills. Things are moving away from us. Point. Oh. Point. Point. Honestly, boom booms in the modern games are still stupidly easy. Like, there's no real challenge to boom booms. Even in 3D games. Although I've been fairly vocal about how I dislike boom booms in modern games. In fact, the further an object is from the Earth, the more red it. It's not a wonder. It was in tennis though. I think that much like many Pokemon, Boom Boom did not really survive the transition to 3D. I think it just looks fat and bulky. It's not like the Koopas that are like cute or whatever. Same with Kalumbas, honestly. Kalumbas did not transition that well, I think. Crap. Nice. I'm fast as fuck, boy! No, I'm fast as fuck, boy! I'm fast as fuck, boy! The triple of the animations and characters from Aces. There, you couldn't really cut him from work. Ah. Sometimes, and I don't know what the condition is, but sometimes you can actually find mushrooms and stuff in these blocks, which is why I'm checking when I'm small. You should raid actual speed. Actually, I don't think that they would allow it. You can actually put raid requirements of amount of people and things like that in order to be eligible to raid someone. So, for example, like I can put it so that only my favorites or people that I follow can raid me. I can also make it so that people that have a certain amount of followers, or sorry, raidees can be part of the raid. So like, it's not like, oh, I just choose, oh, I want to raid this person and boom, done. Also, random. This is one of the most bullshit leveled exits. It's so hard to find if you don't know what you're looking for. So by default, I would not be able to rate speed. Like the rate would be actually declined. Doesn't that even stream? Not that I would, but still. Okay, I'm not failing on purpose anymore. Now it's just me being bad. Glad that I got another star to kill this guy with. Amazing. Just what I wanted. This is like the only purpose of the stars. And it's not like the Hammer Bros are hard, except maybe World 3 Hammer Bros. They're just annoying. That's a seal in chat. Yay, you've got the Hammer Bros attire. I think this is like the only place where you can get it, or maybe there's another one, but it's like the rarest attire that you can get in this game. You can go through above to get a feather. I prefer the. Well, never mind. I want the other one now. Fun fact: if you see a block that doesn't make sense, like all of the blocks are blue and white, there's one that is red and white. That means that there's usually a hidden block there. Sure, Gustav. I'm going to add it to 105. Thanks for the initiative. I think that once you start hearing the bubble moving, the counter is done. That I'm going to increase the cooldown to 1 minute and 1 second now. I'm not going to let you cheat the system, man. Honestly, I always struggle with spikes. And chip-chips. Those jumping chip-chips always get me. Or swimming levels. I hate ice levels more, but swimming levels still my bane. Actually, Blob, I think that we might be on track for a like 3-hour stream today. This is my fastest Mario playthrough of all time. Mario 3 playthrough. Much faster than my other one. We're sub 2 hours and we are halfway through level 6. Whatever. I knew that was gonna happen. Nice.
Me, Sammy, you are taking the car.
Actually, that expert thing. Nice. I don't actually try with these ones, I just press the button. I already have 50 lives, I don't need more. I don't usually run Discord on my computer while I'm streaming because it's too heavy. My computer is struggling a lot. And unfortunately I don't make enough money to afford another computer, so Discord stays closed. still no mix? Nah. This performance. The donut just disappeared. No! The loss of that shroom just hurt too much. That's okay, I killed it. I was willing to sacrifice the power because I can get another one here. Never mind, I can't. There should be one coming up soon. This game actually floats you with power-ups. Yeah, there it is. You left the death counter off on purpose. I've died less than 20 times, my man. I'm doing very well. If you want, guys, you can make a death counter prediction, not knowing how many deaths I have. I'll count the deaths when I edit the video, and I'll let you know exactly how many times I've died, and I will give the winner 2 Ultra Balls for the discomfort of not knowing the actual death counter as I go through the game. Ultra Ball. I never said that I was going to give Ultra Balls. You guys make up shit and then you're like, oh, what is this guy not doing what he said he was going to do? I never, ever said that I was going to. You guys play yourselves. I'm not going to fall to your peer pressure. I wasn't planning on doing predictions today. To reward someone. I'm not going to reward people for bullshit things that I did not agree to do. It creates a bad precedent. If you let this guy fly, he's a menace. That's why I try to kill him as quickly as I do. Because once he starts flying and he swoops in on you, it suddenly becomes a lot harder. Lag! Lolo, ¿estás ahí? Bro, those tiny things are so annoying. Do you actually find it funny, or do you just do it to like be a contrarian about the fact that it's not a funny meme. Generally asking here. Bruh. I mean, it doesn't bother me that way. I just find it very stupid. Understand now. Actually, I have no idea what that level looks like in the lower part. I hate water so much, I'd rather do the complicated platforming part of it over the other stuff. I don't know the 6-1 meme. How many mistakes am I gonna make in this one? A lot of them. I mean, I'm still not trying to get items, naturally. From here onwards, I am substantially less confident on my ability to quickly and effectively pass levels. Because most of the levels that you have seen me play, I could get through when I was a kid. So then I could actually pass them with relative ease. But the harder ones that we're about to go through now, less so. So then I never really got as comfortable or as good as I am with other levels. Or other worlds. Yo, banger Mario game, of course. And welcome in! One of the bangiest of Mario games, indeed. I actually read Sub Puta instead of Sub Panda. It checks out either way, but goddamn. I'm dyslexic. Ah. Nah, that's stupid. Are you not playing on your Switch? Nope. ¿Puedes banear el 6-7 que Gustavo ha puesto? El que es letras pequeñitas. Y puedes hacer las variaciones de 6 grande, 7 pequeño y 7 pequeño y 6 grande. Solo para joderlo. Que puedes banear el 6-7 que Gustavo ha puesto recientemente en chat, que es con el 6 pequeño, son 6 y 7 pequeños, y después banear 6 grande, 7 pequeño y 7 grande y 6 pequeño, solo para joderlo. ¿Eres adoptado? That's my brother, man. This banger mini sucks. Even you cannot withstand your own lie, man. Anyway, Spanish starts with the I'm thinking of some that end in Ota, but Uta? I wonder if, I'm sure that there are actually. But anyway, Gustav, 6-7 doesn't bother me as much as I find it funny to bother you with it. Brat. There's actually a thing where you can actually anchor the ships. I don't remember where you can find the anchor though. Is that in E33? Correct. Wait, no. That's a spoiler. I hope that you're lurking and you're not actively watching, my man. Start, for 2 hours. Wow, so sexy. Have you been streaming, by the way, Panda? I haven't seen you streaming in a while. Let me. Boink, 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 boink. Easy. Yeah, Deck, welcome back. Break because of some stuff. Understandable. Just checking in. Inverted energy and stuff. Yeah. Maybe you should take a hiatus from streaming for a while. Which I guess is what you're doing, right? And what does this guy look like? Mario's grandpa or something? World 7. In this level is where you can actually break the game and skip to cut to the title screen. Bro, I literally brought the shell to not get hit, and then I got hit and I entered the pipe that I wasn't supposed to enter through. Whatever.
Sammy, you are wrecking the car.
It's actually very funny because that video went super viral. And the guy kind of lost his ability to race. Nacho Cheese, welcome in. I'm doing quite well. How are you doing today? Hey, screw you. How are you doing today? Mike. In the shower with your clothes on. Super uncomfortable. The clothes part is the part that makes me uncomfortable. How are you doing, Nacho? How was your weekend? I don't stream on Monday, so for me it's the end of the weekend. Bruh. This is one of my least liked levels in the game. I wonder if I can actually make this jump. I can't! I just don't feel what a bird feels in the rain. Honestly, understandable. Have a nice day. Alright, gotta go. Alright, Gustav, thank you. And I'll see you. Was a spent Easter with your family? Oh, nice. Hope you had a very good time with that. I live far from my family, and I'm also not religious, so we didn't do much in Easter other than streaming and working. But I know that, but I'm actually surprised to see how many people actually do something special for Easter. That's nice. You want to celebrate Easter? Aww. He's gonna get you sacked. Actually, I think I can get that mushroom over there. And I have some space now since I've been making space. Actually, I remember I used to spend Easter with my great grandma. She liked the concept of hands and crafts quite a lot. So she would always have eggs for us to paint. Good times from like 25 years ago. She was a great woman. Ah, bruh. You can actually pass the majority of this level with that star if you are fast enough. Since I suck, I can't. So we won. Ah. There we go. Now, unfortunately, this game doesn't actually give you lives for killing enemies with star in a row, which is sad. What? Don't hit me, don't hit me! I should have just gone through below. I was gonna say, oh, I didn't know that you were so much into football deck, but then I realized that you're British, so I don't think you ever really stood a chance. Plus, you go play football with your friends. So actually, that checks out. You used to play for a team? Oh, that's nice. Coming to the jump, and it's not that bad. Play for the... but we got whooped on green bases. I left. Well, it'd be like that sometimes. Bruh. I have not gotten a single one of these ones in a while. I'm also not thinking about it, but it's tragic. What was the thing about this black fish? I don't remember. Do they chase you if they see you? No, turkey level normal. They're just black chip for no reason. Don't you dare. Don't you dare explode, my guy. You're not repopulating the blooper. Sure, Mario Karting is that? Is that more or less when you join? Anyway, bloopers not repopulating the world! I almost got killed. That guy one-hit KOs. Actually, does have he one-hit KO in the water? I'm not sure about that. Ah, that blooper is repopulating. Oh, let's go down quick. That hurts. That hurts a lot. You got back into Mario Kart just before you joined? Ah, I see. Geography. That's an unfortunate looking geography teacher then. This level, I think, yeah, I don't like this level. I don't like maze levels in timed games. Oh, I am South American, so I guess the geography is alright after all. Nope. I'm probably gonna skip the lives. I do want to get that mushroom that is over there. Oh, but this is a closed off one, yeah. You're British. You're impolitically correct just by existing. You're European. You're just not from the EU. There's a difference. I actually lived in the UK during Brexit. I was laughing at people because they were essentially getting the same privileges that us immigrants have, which is none. And I found that very comical. For me, if anything, it became easier to move to the UK than it was before Brexit. Fun fact, I guess. I mean, you're not fully British, so it would be moronic for you to have a problem with it. Professor Kitchen. Today is Tuesday though. Nice. Grabbing these things is not always the easiest, it's actually quite annoying. But where did that bomb even come from? I thought... That's not on me. Alright, we're done. And before we actually hit the lower end of the clock. Nice. We are almost halfway through World 7. So actually I think... I mean, I am going to end the stream after we finish the game. I think this might be like a 3 and 10 minutes or something like that. I will probably get stuck a little bit on World 8 because World 8 does test me. I am not very familiar with the levels in World 8. So I am notoriously not as good. But definitely sub 4 hours. Boink. Boy. I forgot to the one that came from there. This is not a hard level, but I'm going to go with a Fireflower. Struggle with World 80 on the modern games. I would say that in general modern games are easier, but some of the hard levels from modern games are tougher than old levels. Crisscross and applesauce. Yeah, Blob, stop being sus, man. Sussy backa. Was work really bad today? Blob has a very shitty job sometimes. And with sometimes, I mean every time. And this is not the way to go. I forget what the way to go for this level is. The way to go is here. You hit this one here a bunch of times. You get that thing. And then you go... Boyoink. And you can grab a bunch of coins. I wonder why that is, man. Who has been awake for 24 hours now, Blob? Enlighten me. You can actually farm a lot of coins here, which makes it means that this is probably one of the best levels if you want to just farm lives and get to 99. I love doing that, but I'm not going to. So we're just gonna come here. We're going to go down here. We're going to get ourselves a Tanuki. This game is where Tanuki originates, and the reason why I use Tanuki in Mario Kart. I love Tanuki, it's so cute. It also goes like this. Alright, since I texted you good morning yesterday. Yeah, that's almost 24 hours now. So, good job, Blob, I guess. You're definitely a specimen. Okay, on this cross. I like the concept of an abandoned castle. It has its secret exit that you have to look for. But that, if you don't know where it is, it's definitely not the most intuitive point. Oh, I was trying to finesse it. I was trying to do a fancy one. You do this to yourself, man. You do this to yourself. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I'm going to pull an all-nighter is the most questionable of all of the decisions that you make. So we're both used to leave, but he didn't want to pay rent anymore. So basically like the Brits. Definitely an option. I actually like this level quite a bit. The concept of an infinite screen is very appealing to me in terms of level design. I understand from when I was a student, so I might be a bit of a hypocrite telling you off, but your sleep schedule is worse than mine. And that is saying something. That mine was. Because I didn't have to work when I pulled the all-nighters that I pulled off. I was a student. So these next few weekdays, I wanted to play Mario 3D Land, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to get to it because Mario 3D Land just so happens to be a longer game than I originally anticipated, which means that I don't have time for it. No. Whatever. Which makes me very sad. So the Mario Through Time series will have to continue on its hiatus. Instead, what we're gonna do is I'm going to be playing with my brother. We're going to be playing a bunch of or a co-op game. We're not fully sure just yet. Bro. But most likely it's going to be overcooked. So if you want to hear us yell at each other, that's one good way to go for it. It's either that or we're going to play like 3 indie platformers. I'm not sure yet. That is barking like crazy. I want this. I want this so bad. NSX is not here. I wouldn't do that to him. NSX was so happy about the GT7 playthrough that actually made me feel bad. What was your take on watching me play GT7, by the way? Damn, the deck actually rolled a 20. Nice. I don't think I'm a target audience. I don't think anyone on the stream other than NSX is a target audience. Which is why I don't stream it anymore. But Jangles used to enjoy it as well, but then he got burned out of being voice guy. So then it just kind of fizzled out naturally. Honestly, I'm not the target audience either. Like, the target audience for the game itself. Please make it, please make it. Oh, this is not good. Oh, it was good. Okay. Happy for NSX as well. He had fun. We reminiscent about old days. Because between, I know that April to you joined in July. April to July is not that long, but how many times can I make the same mistake? But it actually does feel like ages for us. Like, we have been like part of like this stream for such a long time that so much has happened. Essentially, what is this? This is Mario Bros 3. For the NES. I don't know if you're too familiar with it. I'm playing the original version, except the less pixelated original version. Oh, this level is hard actually. We are 2 hours and a half in. No, you're not. So I actually play a lot of Mario. I'm more of a Mario streamer than anything else. And this is actually one of the games that I grew up playing when I was a kid. So this is a more so than Pokemon. This is actually one of the games that made me a gamer in the first place. But anyway, welcome in RGX. Where's Pokemon? The last Pokemon stream for a while was on Friday. We're going to go back to it in a few months. I'm dead. We're going to go back to it in a few months in Johto. But I like to take breaks because I play a variety of games in the middle of, you know, playing whatever I play. I don't like to play a single game for too long or a single genre for too long either. So we're going to be taking breaks. My intention is to go through all of the generations, few months. Yeah. Most likely not until probably June. That is unfortunately the nature of my streaming habits. We are going to be having that tournament that I told you about next Sunday. So we're going to be playing, or Saturday. No, Saturday. Oh, that? Oh, I forgot to add that to the schedule. Sunday. Yeah. Next Sunday. We're going to be playing the Pokemon tournament that I mentioned. This weekend. As in the upcoming Sunday. So if you want to join on that one, you're always more than welcome to do so. I meant this weekend, look. Sure, these ones are free. Amazing. Well, I wanted to do it last Sunday, but since it was Easter, a lot of people were unavailable. So I ended up postponing because there's no point in doing a thing if we're like 3 or 4 people. So it will be next week. Oh, sorry, this weekend. Sorry. I'm going to join a tournament. You will do commentary. I am going to join. I'm going to be one of the participants, and I'm going to do commentary. Why can't I grab this? That's weird. There we go. No, I'm 100% joining. I wouldn't give up my chance to attempt to be the very best like no one ever was, even if it's only the stream. No! Oh, I looked to the side. That's dumb. We'll see. Hey, it's an attempt, you know? It's an attempt. I am doing a bunch of stat changes to my characters, like broadening the move pool of some of them. I might do a change of roster last minute, but I am not 100% sure if I'm going to commit to that. But who knows? The reason why I'm not sure if I'm going to commit to that is because I wouldn't have time to EV train them. Exactly the same guy, in exactly the same way. Same. I mean, compared to people that know how to play the game, I am trash. Compared to casuals, I think I'm decent. I also have some new strategies that I'm curious to test out. The problem is that I don't have a lot of people to test out with because most of the people will be on tournament. So that will be interesting. I think that my Vaporeon actually is not fully V-trained either, so I need to choose what I'm going to give it. I think it's at like 430, like missing like 80 points or something like that. I wish that I could actually hardcore V-train some, but nah. That being said, your Tentacruel actually gave me grief last time, so don't sell yourself short. Sorry, Johto with that character. Nice. I actually like Johto quite a lot. I think that map-wise, or like story-wise at the very least, it might be better than Kanto. I really enjoyed myself playing Johto. I've only done it once, so I'm actually really looking forward to... Bro, that was terrible. I'm really looking forward to replaying it on MMO whenever we do it. Yeah, thanks, Zach. The death on the lava actually bothers me a lot. That is such a dumb death. Like that one in the back, just back there. That both thinks he's asleep. I don't like only Hoenn. The rest of regions are cool. I don't like Sinnoh. I liked Hoenn, but I didn't like Sinnoh. Xeno is the only one from the first 5. The only 5 that I did not finish. I don't know why, but see, like, I've never clicked with Xeno. You shut up, man. I actually wonder if... Oh, there's a star here. Huh. That changes things. Suddenly this is accessible. Alright, let it come out. Oh. Oh. There's nothing else. It's not pro gameplay, I promise. I told you that I could finish it in under 4 hours. We are 2 hours and 46 minutes in. And I am almost done with World 7. I think it's pro enough. I want my money back. Shut up, guys. Yep. Ah. Oh, let's get this guy revive. Oop. Ah. Yep. There we go. Fine. Fine. Nice. Happy? Boomies. Boom Boom Tracy's best, man. Yeah. I was trying to gauge whether I could make the jump, and then I forgot that it's not like normal pipes. Like, if you're next to or over a pipe... Oh, I thought I could jump on the Koopa! Oh, that is terrible. Wait, you want to use any rules during tournament? Could you suggest a few rules? As to... Just for example? Because I don't think I have anything in mind. Whatever goes. The one who gets most good wins it. What about Spiro? I mean, what about Spiro? Is there a strategy about Spiros? Oh, this guy actually turned into Piranha Plant. Oh, it's terrible! No, baby, you have to get back. Pretty to tell because I actually have no idea. I'm just going to make like people play against each other, and that's how it goes. In a Swiss bracket style. Play somebody through right now and see if I can catch up. Catch up. That's a nice aspiration. I mean, you could catch up, and even then with warp whistles, and even that would be a challenge at this point. I'll probably be close to done. I'm probably going to be like halfway through World 8 by the time that you make it to World 8 yourself with warp whistles at a good pace. You can make it in maybe like 8-10 minutes if you skip levels, because you need to play levels 1, 2, 3, boss, 5, 6, and like, you know, finish the world. You can skip level 4. Overused, you can almost all Pokemon. Some of them are much better than others. Like Garchomp is stupid. The only rule that I would input is that you have to have got it in Kanto. Like, that's the only technical rule that I have. Like, not that it doesn't necessarily have to be a Kanto-based Pokemon. But you have to have got it whilst playing with your Kanto, in your Kanto playthrough. That's like the only requirement. So Garchomp wouldn't necessarily be done. Wouldn't be a part of it unless you just find it on a raid. Yeah, we're having fun. Like, we're going to be tryharding, some of us, but it's going to be entirely for fun. Like, there's no prizes or anything. It's just like fun. Yo, I kidnapped the princess while you were running around. She's here in my castle if you dare try and rescue her. King of the Koopa. But if you go deep, some Pokemon are just better. No, yeah, of course. I mean, there is meta. For sure. I'm not running Charizard for nothing. If I cared about metas, maybe I would still be running the Vileplume. Sorry, if I didn't care about metas, I would still be running a Vileplume. Who served me well, but the coverage was just terrible. 2-2 done. 2-2 done? Charizard. Hell yeah, Charizard. Charizard is best boy, even if nobody wants to see it. Whoop. Should water types be weak to flying types? I feel that there are too many birds that hunt fish for that to not be true. I have a feeling that you're not playing. That feels a bit too fast, my guy. Unless you're like speed running the fuck out of them. Bye. Bye. Wow, a star. Whatever could I do with without this? Flying effective against water doesn't make sense to me. But like so many flying types actually hunt water types. It does make sense to me. Like Pelipper, this whole thing is eating fish, and most water types are fish or fish adjacent. For example. Also, water resisting ice makes no sense. Water should also be weak to ice. You cannot speedrun level 1-4, which I guess is why it took you so much longer. Same range. I don't know. I can see your point with rain, but even then, birds can actually like handle themselves in rain fairly well. And Hurricane is a blind type move, not a water type move. There we go. This will work. I mean, yeah, it is insects as well. Flying's primary archetype is things that I eat fish, though, in my opinion. One tower done. Nice. And dragons. I'm sure, like, dragons eat fish, man. Dragons fuck fish up. God, I love Charizard. It's funny, you can actually get to skip these ones. If you get lucky. You don't have to do them. I'm gonna do all of them because... Oh my god, that is terrible. Majority of water is fish or fish adjacent. Like, which Pokemon is not... Like, there are few pure waters. There are not fish or fish adjacent or marine life that can be threatened by flying things. Alligator with... Yes, that's... I would say that as a general rule of thumb, what I say is true-ish. I know that there are exceptions, so I don't disagree with you. And I think that crocodiles are a good exception. Whoop. But I still stand my point that on average, it should be that way. Because emos aren't necessarily weak to rocks. But this is still rock type is still strong to Dodua. Empoleon is a water bird and not even flying. Yeah, actually, Empoleon is good because that is not flying because it's a penguin. Penguins don't fly. So I stand by that one. Yep, up. Hi, Camille, welcome in. You're arriving close to the end, actually. You can tell by the beautiful landscape in the background of the overworld that we're very well into our playthrough right now. Oh, but this level. This level is going to make me use up all of my lives. These 1 and 2 and 8-2 are some of my weakest levels in this game by a mile. So I'm not going to be reading chat for a little bit because this one requires 500% of my concentration. Because this thing moves really fast. It's gonna hit me. Okay. 22 hope that passes. First try. Then I'll finish today. Whenever I finish this playthrough. Whew. Ice 100% should be effective against water and not the other way around. Like, it should not resist it. Picking with Grimace. I think that it's a weird that ice that water resisting ice is one of the worst mistakes, and I think that it makes water too strong and it makes ice too weak. I think that if ice was countered by if ice countered water, it would actually balance out that weakness from ice and over strength from water, and it's one that actually makes total sense. I actually believe on that one more than I believe in the flying one. Like, that one is one that is in my core beliefs of the balancing of the game and things that make them don't make sense. Did I miss anything? We're close to the end of the game. This is the last world. Boop. Go pick up this game? Me. We're going to be doing the Follower Appreciation Week next week. Oh, sorry, the Follower Appreciation Month next week. This is a game that I wanted to play. And also I wanted to prove to Blob that I can finish this game in one stream in under 4 hours. So, I'm also doing that. Okay. Come. Ike. Ali. Oh, I managed. Nice. Whew. I'm gonna fry the coupling. Golek is also water bird that is not flying. Dogs do fly. But that Golduck's design is weird. Honestly, the Golduck is one of the designs or Pokemon that straight up make no sense, because that Pokemon should be A, Psyduck, and B, Psychic. Terrible. This level is one of the hardest levels of the game. One of my weakest for sure. Ooh, that was a gamble! That was a gamble! First try! I'm actually doing some of my weakest levels in the first try, and I'm feeling great about it. Don't change confuse you. 3 was 7. It is 8 right now. World 1 complete. Nice, I'm almost done with World 8. We are entering the 3-hour mark of actual gameplay. So... Oh, this level is hard. This level is gonna take a few lives. I don't know, hacks real quick. Well, those are the flutes. So, yes. We have 2 levels left, I think. Oh, after this one, including Bowser's. Oh, come on! I'm not finishing the stream early, so much as I'm going to finish the playthrough and I'm not going to continue. Like, I'm not going to just randomly pick up Mario Kart. I could, but it's definitely not on the plans. I don't know why I picked up... There we go. I mean, we could play Mario Kart for like 45 minutes if you guys want. So this is where the one we entered, right? No. I can't play Mario Kart. I know you can't. Yeah. Thank you, Sandwich. Oh, this is the top of the thing. Okay. Virus? I'm sure that it does. I don't know too much porn. What? You actually want a Switch 2, not a Switch 1, man. Getting a Switch 1 at this point is just a bad investment. Oof. Oh, I cannot make it up there. I need something to break that wall. So I need B. Is there no way to get up there? No. Switch to 350 pounds. Really? I guess exchange rates. That sounds cheap to me. But like I said, I guess exchange rates. This one over here. Is this the beginning? No, this is good. Hi. Boink. Boink. I almost got hit. Nice. First try. Bum, 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 bum. I think it's this one. Yeah. So 2 levels to go. Let's use an item because we can. We have a lot of items. Oop. 2 levels left, deck. How are the hacks coming out? There's only one realistic way in which you could actually beat the game before me, and that is by finding out how to do the exploit on World 7-1. So using both, using both warp pipes that you get in World 1, get to World 2, teleport to World 7, and then in 7-1 there is an exploit that you can do that allows you to basically go immediately to the credit screen and immediately win the game. That is the only way that you can beat me right now. And I give Mario a baseball bat. I mean, a baseball bat in this specific level would actually be quite useful. I'm so broke, man. Couldn't even if I wanted to. Which I don't. Alright, boom boom, let's go. No! I died to a boom boom! No, that's shame on me. That is a straight up shame on me. Anyway, let's look at Hammer Bros. Mario. He throws hammers. I think that Hammer Bros. Mario doesn't appear in any other Mario game. I think that it's a Mario 3 exclusive. Here's my source. Banned. I said banned. Your tech services have been banned. That also bad. There we go. That's more like it. Anyway, Blob, I am not going to be able to make it sub 3 minutes. Oh, sorry, sub 3 hours. But we got close. I think that in a future playthrough... Actually, no, this was a very good playthrough. I think in a future playthrough we might be able to make it if I play really well. I think that Bowser's Castle is going to take me like 10 minutes because I'm not good in this specific level. Hasn't been 3 hours. I know it hasn't been 3 hours yet. Well, it actually has been 3 hours on the dot now since I started the game. Including... well, I don't think I'm going to be able to handle this entire level in 4 minutes. Well, who knows? Maybe I can do a first try. I don't... Well, maybe I can do it a second try. So there is a chance. There is a chance. It's low, but there is a chance. Damn it. I tried to turn into the statue and it didn't work. Amazing, we're going to be getting to Bowser. Small. Just what the doctor ordered. Well, there's Bowser. Ah! 30 times the charm. How did you know that I was gonna fail? I feel like you sent that before I died. Yes, I did. What an asshole. Damn. Oops. That's fine. You can just fly. Yeah, because I read it as soon as I died, and there's like this. Not again! Oh. I got flustered because I lost the thingy. Like an idiot. 4 times the charm. Yeah, let's make it. Let's make it. Let's make it. I hate dying. I hate falling like that. But yeah, the 3-hour mark just passed. Shame. I actually think that this is about one of the best Mario 3 playthroughs that I've ever had in my life. I don't think that I can replicate a run like this, because I did most of the levels that I get stuck in on my first try, which, again, I get stuck in those levels for a reason, because I'm not good at them. So... Fifth time is charm. Haven't died just yet. Oh, the fucking thing! I might as well have died. Four times I got hit by that same guy. Well, 3 times, but still. Alright, let's try this again. I've actually never been good at killing this Bowser. This may be like one of my worst Bowsers. Oh, really? Oh, there we go. 3 hours and 2 minutes. God damn it! Oh, okay, alright, well, whatever. Basically 3 hours. Good game, good game. Dum, dum, dum. Thank you. But our princess is in another castle. Fuck each other. Just kidding. Bye bye. She doesn't even kiss Mario in this one. The raid. It's all about the raid. Eagle is called Forging Eagle. He basically forged my defeat. She's better at jokes than I am. Anyway, guys, that is in fact Mario 3. As presented to you by Scrumph, doing every single level, making it a 100% run in essentially 3 hours. I am pretty chuffed with how this playthrough came about. I think I did it quite well. Best platformer ever. Honestly, there is an argument that this is one of the better Marios like 2D Marios and platformers of all time. I prefer Super Mario World, which you haven't seen because I streamed it 3 months before you joined. I will be uploading the VOD of that one sometime soon, probably later this week, so you should be able to watch it then.
You are wrecking the car.
In case that you want to watch Mario World, because I'm not gonna be playing it anytime soon. And that, guys, is the end. May I spam? Sure. Now, fun fact about this game. You have access to all of your previous streams? A majority of them. I have... You cannot see it here, but like I have a folder with all of my streams saved up. I have like close to 3 terabytes worth of... 2.5 terabytes worth of footage that I have to upload on my VODs channel. It's a lot of footage. Some of it got lost because sometimes my computer runs out of battery and it stops recording, and I have to, in theory, download the footage from Twitch, but I forget, or I just don't do it. But the majority of the footage is there for the majority of the games that I've played. The current game that I am actually about to upload is Portal 1, and I'm going to be uploading Portal 2 sometime soon. Because what a fantastic franchise. So, if you haven't seen Portal ever, you can definitely enjoy yourself there. All of this being said, fun fact about Super Mario Bros. This game, there's a theory, and I'm going to show it to you now, that this game is essentially replaying or retelling of the original Mario, where instead of actually, you know, going through the castles and everything like you do in the Mario, it's just like a theater retelling of it, which explains why all of the backgrounds look like props that you could find in a theater setting. Like these blocks are nailed to the background, for example, or when you finish a level, or like all of these flowers here look like they're part of like a closed background. And if you go all the way to the end of a level, also like these things on the sky that look like the thing, they're like stage decorations. And then if you go to the end of a level, it's an exit stage, right? To further cement this theory, when you start the game, you start with the curtain down, and it moves up as it does in a theater production, which I think is pretty cool. And when you finish the game, you actually see a closed curtain because the story has been told. So I think that is a pretty neat narration, more or less, of how this game, a way that this game can be interpreted. Anyway, but yep, I'm going to be calling it an early stream today, unless you guys want to play Mario Kart. If you go through it again, no. If like 3 people say Mario Kart, we play Mario Kart. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a day. Oh. I see that Hole through a game request. Hi, Hole. Hope that you're doing well. Hi, the Hole. But I think I'm actually gonna call it a day. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. You arrived just in time to get your thingy. You turn off stream elements. I did turn off that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go and I'm going to be uploading this VOD. If everything goes okay, this VOD will be uploaded by tomorrow, and then I think that by Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to have made an attempt to upload the VOD for Mario World, so that maybe people like Gustav can go and check it out, because it's a very good VOD. I haven't done 100 report and such. But anyway, thank you very much everyone for being here. I hope that you guys had fun. I will... Should we raid? Is there anyone playing Mario 3? Let's see if there's anyone playing Mario 3. There are people playing Mario 3. Oh, I am one of them. I unlocked the glitch crown. Oh, nice. Okay, we're going to be raiding. If I'm playing a Mario game, I should try to go to other people that actually play Mario games. Thank you very much everyone for being here. We're going to be raiding Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy. They're about our size. Not a lot of viewers right now, but we can go and change that. Yeah, Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy. Will be, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be playing some Overcooked with my brother, potentially. So make sure that you join for some of that Overcooked action, which will be chaotic, and you will see me insult the living shit out of my brother, and he will insult me. It's been a while since I've played anything with him on stream, so it will be a fun thing to go through. Are there fryers in this game? Unfortunately not. Thank you RGX for being part of this stream. Sorry again for the lack of Pokemon for the foreseeable future, but that's usually how I like to stream a variety of things. But I appreciate that you're here, even if it's not your bread and butter. Thank you very much, guys. Go wish Spicy Scrum Squad takeover. Please say Scrum Squad, not Samir Squad. It sounds dumb if you do say Samir Squad. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow for some of that Overcooked. So long, Gay Bouchers. Good night.
So long, Bowser.